I'm convinced that we will destroy, unfortunately, a lot of employment. Just think of self-guided cars and all the drivers losing their jobs. Let's look at the bank employees and so on.
If you're left behind, you're facing something far worse, which is to be completely irrelevant. They won't even need you as a serf or as a slave.
We're going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
This effort, and China has big plans for this. They intend to seed their digital yuan into the global environment by giving it away to visitors at next winter's Olympics. When they arrive at the airport, they're going to get yuan digital wallets. They're going to receive digital yuan. They're going to use it throughout their visits to Beijing, and then they're going to take it back to their home countries. They see this as a huge advantage. Why? Because who controls the underlying protocols, who controls the underlying standards of the future of money will control the future of money.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe. If you do like what you're listening to, please inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works. Because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books, Cryptoteacher and the new Road Order book. The new Road Order book is going to show you how the world works. It is definitely time to wake up out of your sleep in the times that we're in right now. Plus, guys, we know we're waiting on that next main event towards the end of the year. We had the first quarter event. Like I told you, that would happen. Don't forget this is Shemitah year. And then also, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's definitely time to re-educate. And also, those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon, much love, keep it coming. Do not forget I have the New World Order cryptos in my Patreon. Do your own research, but going inside of a bear market, you definitely want the cryptos that have real use cases. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores, keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first. We have Bitcoin and crypto taking a dip. Guys, we see yields are pushing down slightly as we see the stock market is moving up, and crypto should move up tonight. Do not forget to pull Bitcoin and Ethereum, CME futures volume, and open interest. As we see, Ethereum's volume has disappeared. And then we have CME with a new product, Ethereum options, launching on September 12th. And they open the casino right as the Ethereum merge is happening. We know we already have Ethereum micro options already. But don't forget to pay attention to the actual indicators, that is yield rates. As we see, they're falling slightly. And we had the Fed speak this morning saying they're not taking their foot off the gas. So we know yields are going to start back rising once more. And then, of course, guys, we have volume, Tether, and USDC. Now, we have the Russian government is working on a stablecoin settlement platform between friendly nations, and it should say the BRICS nations. We already see the two sides that have formed. The drums are beating. And then, of course, guys, we have the Fed. We had Bernard speaking this morning, and she definitely said they're not taking the foot off the gas for at least a few months. So we know we're going up at least 100 basis points. Plus, they're rolling off the balance sheet. And then, of course, guys, we have the repo, and then they're starting another repo September 8th just to make sure they have liquidity. And don't forget, we have Ripple that's pushing Cbdc'S. Don't forget about that pilot program. Now, we have the Bank of Canada moving their rates all the way up 75 basis points. And guys, don't forget, all the central banks are moving in lockstep except for the Bank of Japan, and we know they can't move anywhere because their economy is bad, population is bad, and then plus they're holding a lot of American debt. But the media is going to give you the story that the Fed is raising rates in order to get inflation in control. That's not the case. They're raising rates, and they cause all this inflation so they could destroy this old economy. So therefore, the fourth industrial revolution can rise. The robots, algorithms, and drones take over the economy and pay each other with crypto while the sheep go inside the metaverse. And guys, I've mapped out this plan from the beginning. I wrote about it a long time ago, but we're starting to see the pieces come together. Well, I don't care whether you're conscious or not, you can clearly see what is going on. We have energy crisis, food crisis, water crisis, and if you do your research, it all leads back to the big corporations. Now we have BlackRock boycotting oil. They're pushing the ESG right along with the Fed. And I did a video last night. Make sure you check it out. The carbon footprint, clean energy is definitely the push, so therefore they can get you inside the metaverse. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And then, of course, guys, we have Grayscale moved down again yesterday. Make sure you're paying attention to the actual allocations. But getting over into a little crypto news, we have the ETC group launches Crypto ETP based on proof of work Ethereum hard fork. And we see the casino just keeps getting bigger and bigger around this Ethereum merge. But we know that proof of work is going to fall by the wayside because we know the NWO's clean energy agenda. Now we have Samson that used to work for Blockstream, and he talks about the centralization of the Ethereum merge. But we know JP Morgan has had his hands on Ethereum for the beginning. When I first started my channel, I did videos on this. And you're going to have a few corporations that own the nodes, and we already know it's only a few corporations that own the cloud. Now we have the Switzerland Sabre Bank to provide Ethereum staking services to institutions. And lastly, we have the NBA to develop NFT-based fantasy basketball game with Sorare. And new technology is built for who? The up-and-coming generation. The millennials and Generation Z, and that Generation Z is not for any reason. It's going to be the last known generation the way we look at humanity. If the sheep don't wake up, the easiest way to get Generation Z and the millennials inside the metaverse is having fun. We look at TikTok. When you look at TikTok and you're talking about those over in Asia, they're using it for educational purposes. In America, what are we using TikTok for? Having fun, entertainment. Their social media is controlled. Their gaming is controlled. In America, we don't have that. The reason why, because they don't want critical thinkers. Right now, America has all the freedom where we can make changes, but we're so distracted. But when we look over the emerging markets, they have all the ideas, all the talent, but a lot of times they don't have the money and they don't have the freedom to make things happen. So that's why I told you, everybody's having fun, distracted, get in the lab. Because in the next couple of years, the fourth industrial revolution is going to be moving fast. And if you haven't prepared yourself, you're going to end up on the wrong side of history. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the New World Order, it's all planned out. But guys, all I have for you, don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance, and not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The new stock channel begins today. Do not forget you have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming, while everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Sorare, the biotech stocks, and while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money. What are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.